Yo, what's up, dog? It's Anderson Henderson, and it's been a long road to try to get to this level. It's been a long road to get to the top, and all these people out here. I've tried to help so many people in my life, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I got to tell all these boys and girls out here, all these little kids, that when you grow up, remember that as long as you keep giving people what they don't deserve in life, you're going to continue to not get what you deserve. And this is a problem that I've always had in life is that, you used to catch me out here trying to give a guy $1, tell a guy have a nice day, buy a guy a drink or whatever, give a guy a Pepsi. You know what I'm saying? If somebody's trying to push their car down the street, I go out there and help them. You don't catch me out here doing this anymore. You know what I'm saying? Because I learned in life that every time I needed help and every time, I needed someone to listen. They just weren't willing to do that. And anytime I needed somebody to put in effort and do work, they weren't willing to do what I directed them to do because I'm the director. So at the end of the day, I got choked while I was in handcuffs in February 2021 by Benjamin Butler in the Huntington Police Station in Huntington, West Virginia. And it was unprovoked and I was in handcuffs. This man choked me, and there's nobody who wants to listen. There's no attorneys that have called me back yet. The police are telling me, quote, that they don't have a dog in the fight. You know what I'm saying? So, the situation is disgusting. And at the end of the day, man, I just think this whole situation is terrible. The fact that I've been through so much in life, the fact that I've literally had to live in a truck before for months at a time to where it would be nighttime and I would be so hungry that I would, I guess, start to hallucinate. I would remember things that weren't there. Like I remembered, I still have a sleeve of saltines left somewhere in the truck. And I would be digging around the truck and I would dig around for a half hour and look at stuff 3 or 4 or 5 times. And I'd look under the seats and then I'd be like, no, it's not here. And I'd get real sad. Oh, maybe it fell under the truck. I'll get out the truck, look under, maybe it fell out of when I opened the door. I mean, I've been that hungry before. And then you know what? You don't find the saltines because they were never really there. You already ate them 3 days before. So then you go to sleep starving. I know what that's like. I know that pain. I know what it's like to be in the police station and to get choked when you're in handcuffs unprovoked. I know what it's like for a man to think that he can just walk up to you and literally punch you like a punching bag and to get away with it, even though it was all on camera, because it happened at the end of last year at my last landlord's apartment on 2 different surveillance cameras. I called HPD and Detective Fritz did fucking nothing about it. So it's like, this isn't the first time this has happened with HPD. This has happened many times. I've been disrespected in this city. I've been threatened, intimidated into signing papers, intimidated into taking injections at the Mildred Mitchell Bateman psych ward. And here's the thing, guys, is that here's what society is saying. They're saying, if you're a poor person who doesn't have a lot of money, then the police hurt you, then there's nowhere you can complain if you don't have money. They're telling me, you need to get an attorney. But wait, a man choked me unprovoked. He committed a crime in a building in Huntington, West Virginia in February 2021 in front of witnesses that were uniformed and also in front of cameras. And you're telling me that there's nothing I can do about it unless I get an attorney and pay for an attorney. Because this is not something where you're like, they have to a court appoint an attorney. I mean, this is just what I'm claiming, and they know it. They're down there. If they're seeing these videos, they're going back and looking at the footage and go, yeah, Chuck got choked real good, didn't he? Yeah, hey, I wonder if they'll pay him a lot in the fucking lawsuit. Now, another thing about the lawsuit, I think that, look, because part of this has happened because of Liz. I think Liz is going to get some of the money out of the lawsuit. And I hate even saying this too, because our relationship, throughout time has been that she hates me and she's always trying to, do things to undermine me, do things to piss me off and just to really destroy my career. But at the end of the day, I was thinking about it. I'm like, but yeah, it would have never happened though if she didn't try to stab herself and burn down the house. So I'm like, hey, she actually deserves it. And that's how good of a person I am, is that, and I'm so fair too. I'm fair because at the end of the day, she's the last person on earth if you think about it in basic terms, I should give money to, because she's my worst enemy. But if you think about this isolated situation, when they pay me for this, and they're going to have to pay Huntington, um, she does deserve a portion of the money. She deserves a smaller amount, maybe 10 or 20%. If it's a large amount of money, if it's $500,000 or something, she could even get a house out of it, get her own house. But, at the end of the day, I do think Liz will deserve some money out of this. So don't think I've forgotten, credit where credit is due. And, as far as everything else goes, I mean, dealing with all these people in different industries, it's just so much problems. But I've seen Colton Wood lost his apartment, and, Colton Wood, I'd like to work with him, buddy. I think I'm going to give him some money tomorrow and see if Colton Wood wants to work with me. Maybe do a live stream together so I can tell him about my motivations in the past for interviewing his girlfriend and everything. And at that time, I didn't know Colton as well as I do now, because that was years ago. So explain to him, yeah, maybe we can, get over the past and become friends. I mean, I've always been a huge fan of Colton Wood, and I think I'm going to try to work with the guy. McHenry Cruiser, he's still one of my best guys. I trust the guy a lot. I love the guy. And when Elliot Rodger was still in the game, he was best friends with McHenry Cruiser. Then McHenry Cruiser became best friends with me. So McHenry Cruiser's got a great life. Molasses Murphy's always been a great girl out there. She's always been a very supportive character in my life. And other people in the game, I guess I'll give Vegan Dolls a shout out, because Vegan Dolls came over and said a good comment. I'm not going to do the whole giving everybody a shout out, but this is what happened, dog. If you're in America right now and you don't have a lot of money, then the cops can fuck you up on camera in their own police station, and mayor doesn't give a fuck. The cops don't give a fuck. 911 said, quote, he doesn't have a dog in the fight. These stupid motherfuckers just don't understand what they are dealing with. Now we have a movie called Seven I'd like to promote as well. We have a movie called Seven out here, everybody, and it's one of Henderson's favorite movies. Here's the thing, is that it's not really one of my favorite movies. It just now became one. When I was about 8 or 9 years old, dude, for some reason, my dumbass family rented this movie and left me home alone with just my sister to watch it. Dude, even when they just brought the case home, even the aura of this movie, it was terrifying. Because the aura of it, we already knew. And they were like, it's a terrifying film. The aura of it, this is the most terrifying movie that I had ever seen coming out as a kid. And then I watched it and was, of course, terrified by it as well. But then I didn't really understand it. It was just a kid, and then later, life went on. And then I finally decided to rebuy this DVD, a couple of weeks ago, because I hadn't seen it. It's not a movie I was a big fan of back in the day. So I said, fuck it, I'll give it a replay. I did it for Pulp Fiction and it worked. Let me give Seven a replay and I'll see if I like it. And it's fucking amazing. You know what I'm saying? It's just so many people in the world today in 2023 are running around like Brad Pitt. They're thinking that they have all the power and they're just living a good life. But what about the people out here who live in misery every day? What the fuck do you think we're going to do? And then some of us who live in misery every day, not saying me, but some of us, they also get choked in the motherfucking police station and then nobody wants to listen to them cry. And then you watch movies like this and you say, well, then I really understand the fucking movie. When I was a kid, I didn't understand this. You know what I'm saying? How could you understand this when you're a kid? This asshole right here is a fucking police officer, and he fucking talked his dumb shit and did his dumb ape shit and didn't realize that even dust can kill you.